Hi, Allie. How are you?
I'm doing good.
It's good. Okay, so last time we talked a little bit about Timmy and his behaviors in school and at home. We also talked about maybe trying to increase your social circle now, like that you're in a relatively new neighborhood. So I just want to follow up and see how those things are going. First off, how's Timmy been at home?
He's been having some improvements. It's been like getting better, I think, steadily.
That's good. I'm glad to report his school behaviors also improved. His teacher said that he's been behaving for the most part. He has like a few tantrums, but she said that just like other kids, it's nothing out of the norm.
That's good.
So you say he's improving at home, not completely back to normal self, but
Yeah, like he hasn't been sneaking out anymore, which is really good. And he's been doing his homework again, which he wasn't really doing before. He was kind of like telling us he was doing it and then only doing like part of it or like lying and hiding it and telling us he didn't have any. But now he's actually doing his homework again. He's going to bed on time. And he's just kind of behaving. He's getting along better with his siblings, which is good.
oh, that's great. Has he talked to you at all about the divorce?
He kind of opened up to me and my husband separately and then again together. I tried to talk to him and he didn't really want to, and he tried to talk to him and he kind of opened up about it, and then we talked to him together, which I think he liked having us both together. And he talked about how he was upset that he thought he was going to have to switch schools and make new friends and stuff. We kind of just like clarified with him that he wasn't going to have to do any of that, and I think that like reassured him about stuff.
Yeah, it sounds like reassuring work. So
Yeah.
do you think he's a little bit more settled now?
I think so. Yeah, I think it's still going to take some adjustment, but he's getting there.
What other strategies do you think you use to help him ease the stress of you guys and your divorce?
I think that we were doing like kind of harsh discipline before. Like we were kind of punishing him more for being upset and like sending him to his room when he would throw temper tantrums. But now we're trying to like talk about his feelings more. And if he throws a temper tantrum, then he has to go to his dad's house to kind of talk about why he's upset that he has to go there, or like what the issue is kind of like related to the divorce rather than like just the behavioral issues, which I think help.
Okay, so rather than focusing all on punishment, you've been trying to actually open up and talk to him?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I've actually had a few meetings with him, as you know, in school, and like I said, he's been getting better. He's opened up to me a little bit. It sounds like he's a lot more comfortable talking to you guys, which is great. Yeah, I mean, he says that things at home are going well. He says that you guys have been talking to him about it, and he's getting a little bit more comfortable knowing that he still can stay at the same school and everything. He said that he's making a few more friends, and that's why he was so like a big reason why he was worried. So yeah, so that's good. So I guess just a good thing to do would be just keep up with the open conversation at home with him. Like I said, I'll keep checking in with him as long as he wants to talk. So how about you? How are you doing with your social circle and getting used to Manny?
It's been getting a little bit better too. I started doing pottery classes, which I think helped. Like I got together with a bunch of girls there, and we kind of like get drinks afterwards. Like we'll get coffee beforehand and stuff, which is helpful because I didn't really have anybody to hang out with there. I didn't really know anybody, so I think that kind of like got me into like another social group. Like I'm going to a party with them on Friday, which is nice. So I think it's just like it's good to have some other supports now that you don't have my husband around anymore.
That's great. So how are things with you and John going? I know you guys were kind of not really on the same page, and you're kind of having a bunch of like small fights about the divorce, but
yeah. I wouldn't say like our relationship's getting better, but we can now like co-parent better, I think. So we can like communicate about our kids and like things that Timmy needs, which is good, which we weren't really able to do even that before. It was kind of like everything was an argument, but now we can at least get through like the big stuff, the important stuff. And I guess hopefully in the future we'll be able to like be like kind of civil and like friends maybe.
That's good. Yeah. So how are things going at work? I know you said that you didn't really have many friends there and that you were going to try it out, maybe like invite them out or see if you guys had similar hobbies.
I didn't really reach out too much to everyone at work. Like I went and I got lunch with a couple of my coworkers and it went okay, but I'm not really sure how else to keep going about that. But I think there's like a coffee donut thing Fridays, and I think I'm gonna try and go to that. Like I haven't really gone to that before because I was scared to kind of socialize with everyone there, but I'm gonna go to that and try and get to know some people from like different like areas. So I'm only in my one unit usually, so maybe if I meet people from like outside my unit, I might be able to get along with them a little bit better.
That's a good idea. So you didn't really feel like you were connecting with them initially, but you want to try it again?
Yeah, I mean they're not really in my age range. Like a bunch of the nurses are older, and we didn't really have too much to talk about, and they seemed just like they didn't really understand what I was going through right now with like Timmy and like my divorce and things like that. It's just they seem like they're older and like happily married and stuff, so they didn't really understand. But I mean, we're friendly, we're civil, so that's good at least.
I know you say that one of your biggest strengths is that you have a really good relationship with your parents and your friends from Lancaster. So how's that going? Have you talked to them about the divorce or anything?
Well, it's hard to talk to my parents about divorce because they are like happily married and they're like really distraught that we couldn't just like work it out. They kind of are like a couple of just like it's broken, you fix it. You don't really like get a divorce.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't really understand what I'm going through, and they're not really understanding the struggles that I'm having with it. But they do understand that obviously we are getting divorced now. They're not still trying to get us back together, which is good, which they were trying to do. And I mean, they're listening and they're not being argumentative about it anymore, which is good at least. And my friends back home are really supportive. I mean, we don't get to see each other too much because we're kind of far away, but we talk on the phone, email, and stuff like that.
Okay, that's great. So it's good that you still have connections and people to support you. Okay, well, I think that's it for today. I guess. Okay, no, let's stop.
It's not it for the day. Why
not?
Because it's only 6 minutes.
Oh shit. So we just like yeah, and then like edit it for more video. Because now,
okay, just keep going.
He's like, no.
We're just gonna edit that out. Yeah, just say.
Can you do that?
Mm-hmm.
So what should I do?
How should I end this? Just keep talking about my friends, and then
I don't know how to talk about your friends.
And we're gonna talk about. We're gonna review what we went over today, and then we're gonna talk about. Great. Get going with this right now.
Wait, why?
Because we're not doing this.
Why? I don't even know what else to say.
Talk about my friends again.
So your friends at home, do you think maybe you can try to get together for a weekend? Either them come to you, you come to them.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we're gonna try and meet up maybe like 2 weeks from now because my friend's having a baby, so she's gonna have a baby shower, and that's on a Sunday. So I think I was gonna try and go down there like Friday after work and spend the weekend there with them. So I think I just need some time away from like Timmy and all of the divorce drama. And not that I need to like get away from Timmy because I love Timmy, but it's just been really stressful with everything on top of it, and now kind of like being a single parent part of the time and having to deal with that all, I'm like, I think that I just need some space away from that. So I'm going to try and either get his dad to take him for the weekend or maybe send him with my parents.
Okay, that's a good answer. I mean, maybe even going away and having John watch Timmy might help their relationship grow a little bit. Mm-hmm. Just them getting closer, having some quality time together, and it's not like forced time, but.
Yeah, I think they kind of need that too. Like, I think he might need like a male figure in his life right now. I think he's struggling like a little bit at school, like you were saying. Like he's getting better, obviously, but he's been struggling. And he's had like a hard time making male friends. Mm-hmm. He has a lot of girls that are friends, so I think that maybe he should do that. And I'm gonna try and maybe get him like soccer, or football, or something.
Yeah, I know that you said John is really into baseball, so maybe they can start playing a lot more together. Because I know you said that with John working a lot, it was kind of tough, but. Maybe if he has them for the weekend, it'll encourage them to do something that'll make them closer.
That's been frustrating. John works so much that they haven't been able to spend time together during the week. So I have Timmy pretty much Monday through Friday at night because he works till like 8 o'clock at night, and then Timmy has to go to bed. So I don't have a choice. So he's at my house. Then usually he'll spend like a weekend there, or like a couple of days or something like that. But it's just frustrating that he doesn't have enough time to spend with Timmy, and I feel like that makes Timmy act out more when he doesn't get to see his dad.
Mm-hmm. Have you talked to John at all about that? About his work schedule? I know that was a big reason why you said that you're divorced, that you guys ended up getting divorced, that you never agreed on work ethic. Mm-hmm. So have you talked to him ever since you guys had to separate?
Yeah, I mean, like, I talked to him before we got divorced, which is part of the reason we did it, because he never was home. We never got to spend time together. But I think it's different now. It's not about me. It's about him spending time with his son and, like, his son's development and like him turning into a healthy person. So I think that he kind of understands that more, but he's still frustrated because he feels like it's me trying to bring up the divorce issues again, and me being like upset that he's not spending time with like us as a family. So it's frustrating, but I think that he's working on it. Like he used to work Sundays and now he doesn't work Sundays, so he can spend time with him, which is good.
Oh, that's great. So it sounds like he's putting his kids first. Yeah. He's making the effort to spend more quality time together.
I think so.
So that's great. Okay, so we went over a little bit of Timmy's behaviors and how he's been doing, followed up with that, and it sounds like your plan's working great at home. You just have been more open, less disciplinary with him. And then it sounds like you're really trying to increase your social circle, which is great. You've been getting into pottery classes like we talked about last week. You're trying at work. That sounds awesome. You said even John's changed a little bit. He's been making more time for the kids, and your relationship with him has been getting a little bit better. Okay, so I guess we can just say that just to keep up with what you're doing, it sounds like you're doing an awesome job, and we can follow up next week.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.